Makenshi critiques to Makenshi Dick rides your favorite anime. Ladies and gents, it's that time. It's that time to delve once again into the world of Avatar Last Airbender. As promised, I know it's a little bit later than you probably imagined. This is going to be the live reading to Avatar The Last Airbender, the Promise arc of the comic book. It's in 3 parts. It's the first. It's one arc cut up into 3 parts, and there's more arcs as we go. But as I told you guys in the previous video, a good subscriber of mine, friend of mine, I consider him a bro, he bought me a copy of Avatar The Last Airbender, The Promise hardback. So I'll be reading through this. Now there won't be no footage on screen, but what I will do is I'll bust out my avatar cam, as it is. I'm gonna call it avatar cam. If there's a particular panel or a page I want to draw my attention to, I will record it separately with my phone and then edit it into the video as I'm speaking over it. So if there's something particularly cute or particularly interesting I just want to point out from a visual perspective, I'll put that in periodically. So you will have some footage in there. And thank you guys for bearing patiently with me, sticking around for me. I know you guys were only here for Avatar, and it was up in the air whether I'll do Korra or not. I'm not entirely sure if I can commit to something as long as Korra right now, especially with some ongoing issues with my health, my eyes. My eyes are feeling better. Quickly before I start, my eyes are feeling better. The irritation's gone. 48 to 72 hours, the irritation was meant to go. My eyes are still very teary. They're not teary that they fall off, but they're very teary. And these gaudy visors they gave me, I was like, nah, I'm not going to be wearing these gaudy visors everywhere. So I asked them if I could wear my red tinted specs. I bought this like as a contingency, right? And thankfully I can wear them. They're a good replacement, right? So there's that. But you know what? You'll get my reaction. This is I haven't actually, I've unsealed it, but I've not smelled. You know the new book smell. Let me open it. That new book smell is something else. I'll open it in the middle somewhere. Oh fuck! I love that smell. I love that smell. All right, so let's get into this. This is Avatar Last Airbender, The Promise Part 1. Fuck. A kid gloves. I'm trying to wear with this because there's a hardback. It looks so fucking lush and pristine, this thing does, man. I don't want to like fuck it up, man. I'm a nerd. Like, I'm one of those guys that puts my comic books in kind of slab them, get them slabbed, or put them in dust jackets with backing board and all that shit. So, oh wow. Okay. Michael Dante DiMartino. Script is by Jean Luen Yang. Art and cover is by Gurihiru, and Michael Heisler does the lettering. So it's good that like mediums, see how this particular property translates into different mediums. So let's get into this. This has got a lot of artwork in it. You know what? This is a great picture. I do want to cam this. I'm gonna cam this because this is just a great piece of artwork. We see Zuko here in his Fire Lord glory. We've got Toph dressed slightly differently. Maybe she's dressed the same. Nah, slightly differently. You know, Sokka and Katara the same as ever. Aang, looking as cute as ever. Okay, so let's get into the reading of this. Editors Dave Marshall, publisher Michael. Okay, this doesn't matter. I just thought it might matter to you. Dark Horse. Okay, interesting. Okay, Avatar Last Airbender Promise Part 1. This constitutes page 7. Oh, they're doing the intro. Water, earth, fire, air. In order to capture the scenes accurately, we watched the opening sequence of Avatar again and again in slow motion. Then the Fire Nation attacked. Not anymore. Not anymore. They did the intro. I love it. In one screen. These are the same characters we saw in those intros, including yeah, they're all the same. They're all the same. Okay. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together. They're actually doing it. They're actually doing it. Together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. When the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother Sokka and I discovered the new avatar, an airbender named Aang. Although his airbending skills are great, he had a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. Oof. They're doing the intro with the artwork, it's great. There's nothing really to draw your attention to, like the intro that is drawn much better. But from the day I first met him, I believed Aang would save the world. And you know, oh, here we go. And you know what? The original show's opening sequence makes my heart skip a beat every time I watch it. It's so great. This guy, Jian Lun Yang, is just fanboying on every page. Man, these pages are thick. I don't know if I'm missing pages. They're thick, glossy. Like, I was right. Katara saying I was right, and there we're in a shot of him standing over Fire Lord's, former Fire Lord's body. With the help of his friends, Aang defeated Fire Lord Ozai, ended the 100 Years' War. Zuko, Ozai's son, and Ally became the new Fire Lord, together with Earth King Koi. And Aang and Zuko promised to restore the Four Nations to harmony. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I never realized the Fire Nation had built so many colonies in the Earth Kingdom. See, this is something I kept saying, like, the Fire Nation military presence was so big across the world, right? That you could literally go anywhere, and we saw them everywhere. Their presence was really big. Their colonies, yes. For the Earth people, they are a constant reminder of the war, like an old scar. I wonder how you deal with these guys now. There's so many of the Fire Nation. How did the Fire Nation integrate back into society, right? When they've been following this fucking, despot. Oh, I Fire Lord Zuko. I meant nothing personal. No, Earth King Koi, you're right. After all the pain my father has caused, it's my duty to bring healing to the world. I'll remove those colonies. I'll do whatever it takes. Oh wow, this picks up like literally right after. I have to remember I'm not reading fucking manga from right to left. Or it's a particular way from left to right, right? But removing the colonies won't be easy. A lot of people's lives are going to be disrupted. We need someone to oversee everything, to make sure it all goes peacefully. Someone like me. Okay, that's he's got the enthusiasm. See, when it reads off the page, it's like, oh, I'm a savior now. I'm recognizing it, but his enthusiasm is still coming through. You know what I mean? Really, you'd want to do that? Yeah, I'm the Avatar. Making stuff go peacefully is kind of my thing. Oh shit, the Bear Summer. Bear Summer is there, man. I was missing him, man. The King's Bear. We saw him, remember? They didn't have much of a presence in the show, but I'm glad they're coming back now. Because they have to work together with the Earth Kingdom. Oh, fuck. I just saw a peek or something. I'm going to do Avatar cam for this. Wonderful. Avatar's personal involvement will give the entire process an air of hope. Sokka and I can help. Oh, I was going to visit Kyoshi Island, yeah. It will be a movement towards harmony. We'll call it the Harmony Restoration Movement. Yes, the Harmony Restoration Movement. I like it. What's with you and your goofy names for everything? It's a gift. Yes, my boy Sokka, man. They got him down, man. The Harmony Restoration Movement was inspired by various movements that China went through in the 1800s and early 1900s. After suffering humiliating military losses at the hands of foreign powers, the Chinese tried to get their country back on track with different programs. The self-strengthening movement is one example. The May 4th movement is another, at the beginning of the promise. The Earth Kingdom is in a position similar to that late 800s China. So this puts that to rest, man, that how much of it was based on Japanese. Maybe there is some stuff based on Japanese history, but predominantly I always got the impression it's based on Chinese stuff. Okay, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta. Kissy. There, Aang and I, we figured out what we meant to each other. Wow, but they're gonna be kissing a lot probably. But they can probably stretch it a bit more with this comic. Like fucking Sokka, I ain't seen them kiss. That was awesome. That's awesome. That was worth a cam. That was worth the cam. Okay. Oh, we were about to anyway before my stupid brother interrupted. Hey guys, what do you mean? You be kissing? Nothing. We're not doing anything out here. Have you heard of knocking Sokka? Are you doing that? Actually, is this a room? No, you're doing it out in the open. First of all, you're supposed to knock before you go inside, not before you go outside. Second is my sister. You really shouldn't be kissing anyone in front of me. It's your sisterly duty to avoid giving me the oogies. Oogies, you are so immature sometimes. What about you and Suki? That's exactly it. You and Suki would probably be kissing beds. There we go. It's awkward, you know, with brother and sister. Sigh. Soccer. Time out. Yeah. What did you come out here to tell us? All right, we're about to head out. But the Earth King celebration doesn't start for a couple more hours. I know. We wanted to take Appa out for a ride first. Appa needs to have a nice, happy ending as well. He can't just be ridden all the time. Don't you think he wants a waifu for himself? To chill. Maybe he gets given some grasslands. Let's go again. Wait, guys, the fireworks are starting. Nice. I love this. Wow, the view is amazing. It is. Thanks, buddy. Rawr. Woohoo, yeah. Sounds like the Earth King just announced the Harmony Restoration. Sokka can take a lot of credit for that. I think Sokka's going to be so heavily involved now. After big, jokes aside, he's the planner. He's the guy that makes things happen. You know what I mean? You could almost call him. He's almost like an engineer type character. He could be for this restoration movement. I loved how the original show referenced American coming-of-age milestones. The beach features a high school house party, I remember that. Nightmares and daydreams. Aang suffers the familiar nightmare of being pantless at your final exam. Aang's final confront Ozai is his final exam. And Zuko's coronation is their graduation ceremony. So what happens on this page? Partying with Grand Night. That's a good way. It's a good way to think about it. Good way to think about it. It's an East meets West type of thing. I don't know whether I should. It's quite long reading the side notes. I think some of you guys who haven't read these side notes or this particular form might get something out of it. Hey, wanna know what fireworks are like? For me, close your eyes. Yes, stop. You gotta get them blind jokes in. You gotta get them blind jokes in. Oh, Toph, don't be such a grump. You're out with friends on a beautiful night celebrating the fact that we saved the world. True. I love that little hug, man. Ouch. You too, Your Majesty. Follow Zuko, sir. Turn that frown upside down. It's happy time. He's got to take his position seriously. You know what? That's worth. You know what? I know it's slow going, but you guys who are mega fans, you guys don't know, man. Like that panel is just too sick. It just sums everything up. Look at that. Wait. There we go. Look at that. Zuko, sure. And I visited my father in prison the other day. I've been meaning to ask you and your favorite song. This is probably due to the mum, man. That was a big mystery that was up in the air for like quite a bit, man. Like the mystery of his mum, man. If you ever see me turning into my I want you to end me. What? Even now, after everything that's happened, my family's legacy is still part of me. That's why it's my duty to heal the scars that the Fire Nation left on the world. But the Fire Lord's throne comes with a lot of pressures. If I'm honest with myself, I need a safety net. The world needs a safety net. That's why I need you to be, Aang, the safety net. Fuck, it almost sounded like Tony Stark there, man. I need a... What was it? Around the world? Okay, so... Avatar Last Airbender never shied away from difficult moral issues. In the final episode, Aang wrestles with the idea of killing Ozai. Yeah? Aang's identity is Avatar. Things that we've already discussed, I won't go over. For the promise, we wanted to introduce another facet to the discussion. How does the idea of consent affect things? We already know that Aang won't murder. He won't kill without victim's consent. But what if he does have the victim's consent? What if the victim actively requests it? In Buddhism, upon which Airbender's philosophy is based here, we know consent changes the conversation. Murder is wrong, but killing with the victim's consent is referred to as voluntary euthanasia. Okay. A person can ask you to kill them if they're in tremendous pain, if they think they're a danger to others. In Zuko's case, both of these are in play. Here there's debate within Buddhism. He's in emotional pain, yeah, but he's not in the kind of pain that people who are terminally ill are, who want to end their lives. But I see what they're saying. Oh, wow. Fuck. Zuko, you're not your dad and you're my friend. How can you expect me? As your friend, I'm asking you, if you ever see me go bad, and if you go bad, end me. Promise me, Aang. Oh, wow, fine, I promise. Wow, it got just dark all of a sudden. This is supposed to be their grad ceremony, as it were. as it were. Yeah, so I won't read the side notes. It's gonna long it out. But if there's something of interest, I might actually do it. Yeah, actually, you know what? This is interesting. Throughout the show, we saw Aang's weakness was his friends. Often he would choose his friends over principles. In the Guru, I was mentioning that he abandoned his training, right? Spirit developed to save a friend. In the Runaway, he agrees to scam people because he wanted to have fun with his friends, and he lost his calm with his friend Appa was kidnapped. The Promise pushes this a bit further. What happens if a friend makes that kind of request? What happens when Aang's identity as Avatar, Airbender friend conflict with another? These notes I might read on a reread of this. I think, let me enjoy it as I go through this, so forgive me guys. I know there's a lot here, but you should actually pick this up and get this. 1 year later, we're time skipping now. The Royal Palace, Fire Nation capital. Who's there? The whole issue of his mother is probably still playing on his mind. The words of his dad, Ozai. And we've seen good guys almost go bad. Like we saw it with the Thing's granddad. I want to say Sozen. Yeah, we saw it with Sozen. Someone here, I can feel it. Someone's trying to assassinate me. Fire Lord, please go back to sleep. We're in the most secure tower in the entire place. I love this. The pressure, you know what I mean? The anxiety and the pressure of this position. Because he knows that everyone hates the Fire Nation. So you know what I mean? No one will get to you tonight, I assure you. Just like no one got to you last night or the night before that. Do not mock me. There have already been 5 attempts on my life since I took the throne. That's why we moved. Okay, that makes sense. That's why we moved you here. Please, you have to trust. You know what? It's not going to be easy, man. Not going to be easy for my boy, man. Show yourself. Who the hell is this? This is where we first drew Firebending. It did not have enough firepower at first, so we revised it to make the flame look bigger and brighter. It could be bigger. It could be bigger. I'm not going to lie. I'll show you what they mean. I think this is interesting to say. You're going to get Avatar Cam, but I'm going to try not to saturate the whole reaction with Avatar Cam. We tried to. They could have made it bigger, but I know he doesn't want to fucking hurt somebody. There. They were saying that they debated this being bigger, and this is what they came out with. I think it could have been more flashy and bigger, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Fuck, man. Like I can see how after a year of like these kind of attempts, assassination attempts. Oh fuck, who is this? Down with you, down with the traitor, down with the Fire Lord who betrays his own people. This is a double page spread. Boom. Fucking, it's like ninja assassination here. Kusarigama and all that. It's a chick, we know it's a chick. This is probably a face from the past. Oh, he's doing his sweeps, his fire sweeps. Yep, all of his moves are here. Convince me not to take your life. Go ahead, my family's been loyal to yours for generations. By getting rid of me, you would simply complete your betrayal. Your family, my father is the mayor of Yuujinchou. Yuujinchou, the first of the Fire Nation colonies. Okay, so he's been see, this is what I love. I love the political aspect of it. They didn't shy away from the difficulty of taking the position, you know what I mean, and dispensing, you know, administrating everything after a war. This is true, but you're going to have to displace a lot of people, and a lot of people aren't going to be happy, you know what I mean. Some people won't want to bend the knee or move from their homes, or it's like the conflicts today, you know what I mean. Age-old beefs, once they come to an end, you have to make compromises. Yuujinchou first, yes, my home. Now you and Avatar are going to destroy it with your precious harmony restoration movement. I love it. I love it. They just did what I thought they should do. The challenges of tackling like this kind of thing. The city of Yuujinchou, Earth Kingdom. Here we go. Stop. I won't be reading the side notes. I think I'll leave that for you guys to get insight if you ever pick this up. Corey, where have you been? Your mother and I was worried sick. Okay, here we go. Wait, who are these men? Why are your hands tied? I went to go see someone about our problem father. Who, him? Yep. Fire Lord Zuko. Zuko's gonna take this personally. He wants to atone for the sins of his father. You must be Mayor Morishita. Morishita's Japanese, isn't it? Your daughter snuck into my... See, actually, scratch that. People said Earth Kingdom as well is loosely based on Japanese sorts of kingdoms, but it's a fusion. That's what I love about Avatar. It's an amalgamation. Your daughter snuck into my home and tried to kill me, Corey. Someone had to do something. Not Korra, Corey. My sincerest apologies for my daughter's rash behavior, Fire Lord. Have mercy. I should have this whole place burned down. Fuck. Shouldn't be speaking like that, man. There are a lot of reasons. but having things burnt down is not the best choice of words, but you got to be a harsh ruler sometimes. See, this is why we shouldn't look at people we shouldn't look at anachronistically at the ages past, when warring factions and tribes and clans and making peace was difficult, man. You had to be firm but fair. Why bother? The Harmony Restoration will accomplish the same thing without you having to lift a finger. Why can't you colonials get it through your thick skulls? The Harmony Restoration is a means to peace. Now this, I love this. This is such a morally grey thing, man. Peace. Peace for who? With all your due respect, your majesty, my family has lived in this land for generations. The city was built on our blood and sweat. We have as much right to be here as anyone else. This is like fucking Palestine and Israel, man. Israel just roll up on Palestinian land, man. And this whole "we've been here for generations" stick. You're Fire Nation citizens. You should live in the Fire Nation. Ah, interesting. You're right, Fire Lord. We are Fire Nation citizens, and I'll tell you this: your father would never have let the Avatar in the Earth Kingdom bully him into something so obviously bad for his own citizens. My father, see, touchy subject. I should count myself lucky. You know what? Ozai is gonna be like Negan stuck in prison. Like that. I want Ozai to be that figure. That, you know, for you guys who watch The Walking Dead, Negan's a reminder about. Is meant to be a reminder. No, they're meant to remind him that peace can be achieved, harmony and peace can be achieved. But Negan's that reminder that society could always descend into fucking chaos, and you're gonna need a firm hand, iron fist. You know what I mean? To do this. I like that dynamic, and this was written way before that shit in Walking Dead. So I should count myself lucky. The new Fire Lord has graced me with his presence in my lowly prison cell. Ozai Sama. You should count yourself lucky that the Avatar chose to spare you. Banishing me was the best thing you could have done for my life. Maybe your time in here can do the same for you. Why are you really here? Because you're going to tell me something. Where is my mother? See, he can't really take on the mantle, right, until he gets closure on this. This is what we wanted. This is what we're getting. Where's my mother? I think I jumped off my couch and said a bad word. Kind of weird that I got to continue it in the comic. He's fanboying. Legit, the guy who's doing the comic is fanboying that you got to continue it. But it's very much in keeping with the show so far, from what I'm reading. Holy shit, part 1 is long, man. Part 1 is long. Okay, not too long. I'll get to it. We're what, 23 minutes in already? Fuck. This is going to be a long one, guys. This is going to be a long one. You ought to bring me some tea, Zuko. Something his fucking uncle would say. We'll talk while sipping from steaming little cups, much like you did with my traitorous brother. I'll give you advice on how to be a good Fire Lord. Wouldn't that be nice? Perhaps even the subject of your mother will come up. I don't need this. It's going to be tenuous, man. Do you think being Fire Lord is easy? The throne comes with many pressures, and those pressures will change you. But if you can stand the heat, you'll become something more. Look at that pun. Of all the people in the world, I have wisdom. I have the wisdom you need, the wisdom of experience. Does he want to fulfill the role that almost his uncle was doing? Iroh-sama. I want to see more Iroh. You know what? One thing annoyed me at the finale. Iroh should have had more of a presence in that final shot, man. To be honest with you, yourself, Zuko, do you really believe you can handle it all on your own? You'll be back, and I'll be here waiting for you, son. Yeah, I mean, no change. You don't get it, son. He's in the mud pit. I'm not my father. He's gonna have a tantrum. I feel like it's gonna bring it out in him, the fire in him. No, young man, you're not. Fire Lord Ozai had many faults, but he was never a coward. He was never a traitor. Don't piss him off, fam. Yip yip. Off the coast of the Fire Nation. There we go. You know what? Like, I feel as though Sokka belongs on the sea. He just seems like one of them seafaring guys. I guess very much like his dad, right? Don't worry, Mei and Nishi. My team and I have helped dozens of fire colonies move back to your homeland already. They've all loved coming back. Those colonies were young. Their people had no roots in the Earth Kingdom. Things are different in the Fire Nation now. You'll see. Fire Lord Zuko is reintroducing classic Fire Nation culture to his people. You'll learn so much about your past by living here, and you'll have fun too. I feel like we need to see Uncle Iroh take more role in government. What the hell? Governing, because he can govern really well. Check it out. This is a Fire Nation dance from over 100 years ago. Where is Uncle Iroh? Why isn't he by his side? Fire Nation dance from over 100. He's got the knowledge, man. How fun is this? Okay, stop unloading. Your colonials, yes. Return to the Earth Kingdom by order of the Fire Lord. What? Fire Lord Zuko has officially withdrawn his support of the Harmony Restoration. Oh man, he's having one of them. He's having one of his hissy fits, man. Fuck. You know what? I like this. You can't get rid of who you are just like that. It takes time, and it comes with maturity and age. And that's why I love the princess story. Now it's got to be a coming of age and experiential sort of thing with Zuko. This is really well written. Like it's a New York Times bestseller. I did not expect it to be this well written. Like, and the show was really well written. But I feel like this is taking it to the next logical step about peace after war, and governance it comes with its own share of tribulation. So Beifong Metal Bending Academy, Earth Kingdom. Come look, there's a crowd at the city gates. I want to know what's happening. Whatever it is bad. The city's problem. It's bad. It's bad. The city's probably doomed. We're probably doomed. I hate doom. Oh shit, we know that for Tough Summer. How you living Lila's gonna learn metal bending by staring out a window? Get back to practice. Sifu Tough. Sifu. She's starting a metal bending academy. She is the founding mother of metal bending. I love that. It's bad, so bad, I'm too young for doom. Something's happening in Yudao. I want to know that. I hate being young. They got no television, right? No cable. My parents live down there. Who's gonna buy me new shoes if anything happens to them? No way I could have read the whole promise in one video. This is why I'm doing it in parts. My parents live down there. Who's gonna buy me new shoes if anything happens to them? Look, Toph don't wear no... Well, she practically don't wear no shoes. All our parents live in Yudao and they're all doomed. Huh? You Lily is right. Something is happening in Yudao. I can hear it. They come pretty far to learn metal bending. Rah, Appa. I'll be back soon. Stay put and do your forms. If you don't, you're really gonna get it when I come back. I want to go with you. I just don't want to be doomed. I hate you guys. These three characters look pretty interesting. We haven't got their names yet. Don't overwhelm us with names. I probably won't remember. Oh, Toph is doing her stamping, man. Oh my days, she launched herself. That is so cool. You know what? Because this is the first time, I gotta just show you this. Guys, this panel. She does her thing, man. Stamps and she's launched. Love it. Her entrance, man. So great. Hey guys. She just hops on like nothing's changed. I can't believe how long it's been. That's so I missed you too. Hey, I heard you started a metal bending school. The Beifong Metal Bending Academy. You guys just flew over it. I heard Appa, so I had to come say hi. Wow, your own school. How's that going? Meh. I'm so pissed. You got your own fucking... who set that up? Who bankrolled? She's from a rich family. You know what? Fuck it. She's from a rich family. They could probably bankroll that. So glad you're here, Toph. Aang needs all the support he can get right now because of what he might have to do. Hey, where's Twinkle Toes? Anyway, I love the fact that they're back together. They didn't separate them and then drag it out until bringing them back together. We're right into this. The pacing's always been the best thing about... One of the best things about Avatar. Oh, wow. He looks mature. This is not a double page spread, but it... Alright, let me show you guys, actually. This looks insane. Look at the conviction, man. Look how fucking mature this morph looks. Love that. It's not a double page spread, but it just feels right. Oh, there he is. Zuko's changed his mind about the Harmony Restoration Movement. With a shit name like that. You're kidding. He's holed himself up and used out with a bunch of his soldiers. He won't let anyone in or out. That's where we're headed. See, that guy triggered him. So that's what's going on. The lily livers. I mean, my students were talking about it. Zuko's starting to act like his old man Ozai. Then no, we don't know that yet. Just because you took down your father doesn't mean you don't have an affinity to your people. All those years of brainwashing, like he's very much a kid that's they did a number on him, and you know what I mean. So it's not as easy. But Aang meditating on what he might have to do. Aang's meditating. There we go. Because of the promise he made. But that's a bit too quick to assume that fucking he's going off the edge, man. But a year has passed. It's just because of that time skip. You've done your duties. War is over and yet the world is still not at peace. Yeah, you know what I mean? Peace is not easily achieved. We don't have peace today. I wonder how much peace your boy can bring about. You know what I mean? Like a yin and yang type thing. Honestly, man, like we've seen, Aang and sorry if I say Aang, man. Aang and Zuko are yin and yang to one another. You need both of them. I'm sorry, Aang, you're still dealing with the consequences of my own indecisiveness. Sai Avatar. He's dealing with the same. In fact, the thing is, he's dealing with the same issues, the very same issues that Sozin, the kind of rift, right? Avatar Roku. I never should have made that promise to Zuko. This is very much in keeping, even though it's written by different people. Not written, but it's managed by different people. It's very much in keeping with it. In fact, no, it's Michael Dante DiMartino. So, I mean, I didn't even kill Ozai, and he was evil all the way through. How am I supposed to kill my own firebending teacher, my friend? What kind of person would I be? A person who keeps his promises. This is why it's called promise. I love it. Zuko was in his clearest moment when he asked you for that promise. He knew what was at stake. He needs wisdom from someone who went through this, Roku and Sozin. So, all those lives that have been lost in the last 100 years, I could have saved them. I had so many chances. Sozin almost never had his guard up when he was with me. Wait, what are you saying? You regret not ending Fire Lord Sozin? Yes. But he was your friend. This is, you know what? Like, I was watching Jessica Jones recently. Finally crawled through that show. This was something that came up towards the end. Fucking Luke Cage goes up and said, look, I ended my brother, man. You're going to have to end your sister, man. More than a friend, he was like a brother to me. Oh my days. Brother to me. Because of him, the world burned. When you are in a position of power, you must put the needs of the world above your own. Zuko, at one time at least, understood this. I'll go to you down and find Zuko, then we'll sit down and talk. Remember, the wisdom I offered you, and you must be decisive. A promise is a promise. That's because that's what friends do. We talk. Wow. How do you move past that? Like, how does Aang become decisive? You know what I mean? If he couldn't, it's a very. You know what? I love this. I love the whole. What's the conceit of this? I love the whole conceit of this. Fire Nation out, harmony now. Fire Nation out, harmony now. Oh wow, some more faces up in here. Reminds me of what's his face? What's his name? Fuck, the guy who died by the arrow. Fuck, I forgot his name, man. Fuck, my memory's going. It's just I've been through a whole bunch of shit, man. My whole so it's easy to forget the troop that she was part of. Fire Nation. You know what? Just to remind you, can remind me what his name was. His name was something. It's on my tongue. You know what I mean? Let me show you guys. Her. She was part of whose group? Who's that guy who fucking died who was a straw in his mouth all the time? Alright. Fire Nation out. Okay. She's very much reviving the spirit. Oh, the freedom fighters are such great characters. Early draft highlights, Smeller B, Longshot, and Sneers. I never knew their names. I never knew them as Smeller B, Longshot, and Sneers. Their fate was ambiguous enough, and Sokka agrees with. Take a look at the Ember Island players. No one Avatar. He's only appears one episode of his character design. Okay, only, which is why he looks a bit feminine. We thought Snares was a girl at first, which is why he looks a bit feminine. Okay, okay. Isn't that Smeller B? Yeah, he's with the freedom fighters. Okay. She, you mean? She's with the free. Oh my days. Are they really like? I always assumed she was a she, but it's a he. That's what I said. She's with the freedom. Actually, no. Didn't I remember watching an episode where it was suggested that there was a reason why she was like that? Maybe subtly. One episode where they said something to it. I forgot though. So maybe I should have known. I'm not good with traps. I'm sorry. I'm not good with traps. Look, everybody, it's the Avatar. Yeah, Avatar Aang. Avatar Aang. Aang, you're hoping you come. So what's the plan of protect the freedom fighters at your service? Almost like they've actually finally got a purpose now. Fire Nation out, like they're getting riled up. You know what I mean? This is not what we should be doing, man. I appreciate your confidence, Melody, but I really just want to talk to Zuko. What? The time for talking was over as soon as the Fire Lord broke with the Harmony Restoration movement. Besides, you're not getting into that city without a fight. Fire Nation troops everywhere. He can win those fights, and Zuko is his friend, man. We'll break open a new gate for you. Just give us the word. That won't be necessary, Sneers. We'll find a way. I want Zach to narrate this. Zaki Zilla, man. Phil knows what that reference is. There's a guy I know, a little kid. He plays Fortnite. His voice is Aang's voice actor from the show. Straight up. Straight up. You ready, sweetie? I'm ready, sweetie. Sweetie. Yeah, this is... I'm glad they haven't made it like an obnoxious pairing, because I love these characters so much. There's no way it could get obnoxious, but Sweetie, all this, like, they're a sweet couple. You know what I mean? So what? Sweetie, seriously? I know, right? So oogie. That's a soccer lad. Oh, here we go. That looks amazing. Flamio Hotman. Flamio Hotman. What? The city is under the protection of the Fire Lord himself. No one may enter without his express permission. Not even the Avatar. Leave now. See, I love reading off a page. Staring at a screen hurts my eyes. This is like the paper, the fucking smell, the nice big layout. You can see 2 pages at once. All that greatness, man. This is how it should be. Reading physically is the way to go. Leave me now. Please, I like to talk to Fire Lord Zuko, that's all. You were warned. Oh, come on, bruh. If there's, and remember, periodically I'll be using Avatar Cam. There's no footage here, man. You know what I mean? Nor do I want to for copyright's sake. But if there's anything I really feel like you guys gotta see, I'll do it. Man, so your boy is fighting like he always does. He's running rings around the Fire troops. I don't want to fight. What are you dolts waiting for? Attack. Yep, he's running rings around him. And don't worry, sweetie. I can handle them. Just give me a sec. Sweetie. Man, he's like, I want to see Aang face a challenge again. Him and Fire Lord Ozai. That was very evenly contested. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, you just want this to be a shonen. But no. I don't want this shonen. Shonens are all about this guy with just unstoppable Mary Sue's, right? I want him to face a challenge. Like, there's a foil out there for him. A foil. I mean, this is a shonen when you think about it. A good one. Wow. And you're on fire. What was that? Yeah, he really is on fire. Your clothes. Oh, fuck it. That's what happens when you wear fucking fabric like Dalai Lama. If there's a beautiful double page spread, I'll avatar cam it. I'll avatar cam it. Oh, for crying out loud. My eyes, see, it feels good on my eyes. Raise the glasses. We talked over and over about how to express bending in water, capturing a sense of fluidity and motion. Significant. Okay. Thanks. Stop. Oh, she put it out. Nice. I love it. Trying to set my boyfriend on fire. She's pissed. I love it. That's her. That's very much her. She just demolished them. Somebody's stuck in there. Oh, that's... You know what? I love that attention to detail. Aang knows earthbending. See, it's a very subtle detail. Very subtle. Very subtle. But there. I was looking at this panel. Everyone's stuck in ice, smoke. And there you go. So one guy's stuck in earthbending. And you forget that he knows all elements. You know what I mean? It's very easy to forget. But I like that attention to detail. I love that attention to detail. Aang, you okay? I'm fine. Can't you people give it a rest? He just wants to talk. I wonder if bloodbending will come back up. She can do it during the full moon, so... Katara, stop. Wow, it's... What? You know what? This reminds me of... this is almost like a Casca and Griffith. I need to go there, because this, you know the show this won't go there. Bloody hell, look how commanding he looks. Look how fucking commanding my man looks. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the way he just grabs her. It's like, you ain't beating up my troops. Let go, Zuko. You're hurting me. Don't make me hurt you back. I'm hurting you. What are you doing to my soldiers, my people? See, it's split affinity. Split affinity. This is. Let go of her, Zuko. She said, "You're hurting her." Oh, drama sama. First, she has to agree to stop attacking my people. Your soldiers attack first. Let her go. This is going to be a mission to edit. I'm gonna have to edit those little bits, sync it up with my audio, and then cut the audio from the video. It's going to be an editing feat, but I hope you guys appreciate it. I don't know how many people do live readings like this. First, she has to agree to stop attacking my people. Your soldiers attack first. Let her go now. We're coming back into dispute here because both the outlooks are very different. The role that Aang has to play is very different from... Objectively, Fire Lord Zuko has a much tougher task than Aang. Aang's a supportive role, but it's very much in keeping with the Avatars keeping the Lords in check, I guess. I am the Fire Lord. I have to protect the citizens of the Fire Nation. Oh, he's gonna do some airbending, summer. Oh my days, he just blows him away. Cool off. Oh, they're actually fighting. Oh, whoa, 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 he's got an Avatar state. I came here to talk to you, Zuko, as a friend, but you've changed. It's awfully quick, but I have to accept the time skip. You've forgotten what you fought for. Maybe Avatar Roku is right. Maybe a promise is a oh my days. But he did warn him. He did warn him. There. He did warn him. God damn it. This is a good way to do it. I think Avatar Cam is a good way to do it. Fuck having the ones on screen. You like it's tiny in the corner. Like just watch along. Read along with me, man, if you guys can. 59 we're on. Aang, stop. If you enter the Avatar state in such an emotional way, you won't be able to control yourself. No. Hasn't he fostered the ability to... Well, he fucked up. He did forgo his training. You have to calm down. Please, sweetie, for me. Betty. It's like a fucking Hulk moment. Okay. I love it. This harkens back to that moment where she hugs him when he goes crazy for Appa. When he gets pissed when Appa after Appa's kidnapped. I think that's what it was. And he just blows those sand guys away. Fuck. This is like referencing back so much. I love it. I can't believe it. I might have done something terrible without even thinking it through, Zuko. Katara's right. We both need to calm down and talk. Are you kidding me? That's what I wanted in the first place. We're on page 61. You guys really get this. I know expensive. It shouldn't be so much now. Like, it won't be $50 or something now. It'll probably be cheaper. This is great. This would be great on my bookshelf. Did you know that Yu Dao is the oldest Hokon in his year, we're told? Many of the Fire Nation families here immigrated over 100 years ago, when Yu Dao was just a tiny village at the bottom of the valley. Okay. Together with the Earth Kingdom's people who were already here, they built all this. Yu Dao now makes the finest metalwork ever produced using both Fire Nation and Earth Kingdom expertise. This is like the Kingdom of Heaven, man. And we can all live together, man, hopefully. I hope that they achieve it in this, because all the idealism exists in fiction. None of that idealism translates to the real world. Look at the way our world is now. More gun crime than ever, more conflict than ever. People being shoved into concentration camps in China. Fucking babies being thrown on swords. Climate change. We got all this tech in the world, all this convenience. We can't do shit. That's why this is one of the richest cities in the world. It doesn't seem like the Fire Nation citizens and Earth Kingdom citizens share equally in that wealth. It seems like the Earth guys are second-class citizens in the country, just like sorry to say, you know, Muslims are in Israel. They keep saying, oh, Arabs and Muslims live together. The Arabs and Jews live together in Israel. No, Jews have more rights in Israel. Arabs and Muslim, these guys secondary. This is very topical. Very topical. And this could describe anything. It doesn't necessarily, I'm only speaking for my things I have an affinity for. This could describe any sort of conflict. This is what I love. FMAB did that so well. I'm not perfect. It's not perfect, Katara, but all the city's people, including the Earth Kingdom, people are better off now than they were 100 years ago. The history lesson is great and all, but none of it matters. By betraying the harmony restoration move, you're going to start another war. This is the guy that lied to people so that they would put their differences aside. Maybe lie to them again. Look, when I came here a week ago, I'd planned to personally enforce the removal of Yu from the Earth Kingdom. But then, you know, someone made a point. Someone made a point. God damn. This is gonna be long, man. Oh no, not much longer left. Yeah, not much longer. Not that I'm complaining, it's just I have to edit this video. Sorry. Fire Lord Ozai had many faults, but he was never a coward. He was never a traitor. You'll regret saying that, oh man. We're going to see the continuity. I love the fact that this is a continuation of that conversation, but they put a, what is it? What color gloss is it? They put a sort of a grayscaling on it to remind you. I just love the little things like that. They put a bit of a grayscaling on it to remind you it's a flashback, the continuation. You know, little things that they can do. They don't necessarily do that in animes. They do black and white flat. They've done it, but yeah. See, it feels like I'm watching the show. Like, it feels like I'm not away. I think of their voices in my head, and even when I don't, it just feels right. God sees him. See, just for saying that. Who? Fire Lord, please forgive my husband's foolishness. I've told him time and time again to control his tongue, but he never does. You're Mayor Morishita's wife, an earthbender? See, that is an example. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm an earthbender, as is our daughter. Ah, mashallah. They put aside their mixed nation families feature prominently in the diverse world of legend of Korra. Okay, Korra. We foreshadow that here with Kori Morishita, an earthbender who's also a Fire Nation citizen. It's possible that it's possible some of these characters might actually turn up in Korra. If it depends on how much time has passed, though. I may be an earthbender, but through my father's bloodline, I'm a Fire Nation citizen. Bloodlines, here we go. This is so much like fucking Israel and Palestine, man. My father taught me to always be loyal to the Fire Nation, to my people. Something you obviously never learned from your father. Come on, bruh. He brought peace. Would your majesty be willing to stay in Yu for a few days? It would be an honor for us to show the Fire Lord our way of life. You know what? This is coming back to the prince's journey again. That he still has a lot to learn and a lot of experiences. You know what I mean? Walk a mile in a man's moccasins, right? That kind of thing. You see the other side. I love it. This also reminds me of like, just harkens back to when he stole that horse. You know what I mean? Staying with that family. He's gonna have an opportunity to stay with the family again, and this time learn something. So I stayed. I saw what my people created here. I saw what the harmony restoration movement would destroy. I changed my mind. Ever since my coronation, I've had trouble finding peace, and I think I finally figured out why I've forgotten my people. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This is why I constantly say that Zuko. This is Zuko the last. This is Zuko. This is Zuko's. He is like, it's like Bruno in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5. It's Bruno's show, like it's Polnareff's show. It's Zuko's show. I'm sorry, it really is. He's such a fucking compelling character. Such a compelling character. I love the prince. I love the dark, brooding, broken, lonely prince archetype. I love it. I know you defeat the Fire Nation, but my people still deserve respect. I defeat the Fire Nation? You mean we defeated the Fire Lord? It'd be disrespectful to take from them a life they spent generations building. I won't let you do it. Beautiful. I love this moral greyness, man. Harmony requires 4 separate nations to balance each other out. You can't have balance if one nation occupies another. You're going to have to bring equality, more equality, be more egalitarian. Change the government. Get Iroh up in here, man. Get Iroh up in here. Iroh, do you know Iroh's philosophy was? We learn from all cultures and we blend together the disciplines of all of them. He would be so perfectly suited to govern here. He would so perfectly be suited. Maybe Yu Dao can be an exception. What? Just a thought. Exceptions should be made for all remaining colonies. Most of them have been around for well over a century. They're older than you. And do you know what? This writing's, do you know, I'm not going to lie. This writing is better than the show. Legit, this writing is better than the show. Legit. You have got to be joking. That would make peace impossible. This is such a fucking story of our times, man. Respect. Well, regardless, the Earth King needs to be a part of whatever happens. And if Aang and I can arrange a meeting, will you be there, Zuko? I'll be there. Talking good, I guess. Talking's good, I guess. No, you gotta put that shit into action. You know what? Part 1's been long enough and it's been a great read. What's taking the Avatar so long? The Fire Lords probably captured him. We have to go in and save Avatar from those Ash Makers. Ah, I see. Ash Makers. Ash Makers could be a derogatory term now. You fucking Ash Makers. It's like Fredo, right? Italians being called Fredo from Godfather. Everybody calm down. Avatar Aang can handle himself. The best thing for us to do right now is wait. Out of our way, you Water Tribe savage. Fucking hell. Whenever the Water Tribe ever been known as savages, that's it. Don't you dunderheads know who I am? I'm Toph Beifong, the greatest earthbender of all time. When my friends tell you to calm down, you can't. You know what? I love Toph. I love Toph so much. I gotta. Saba! Toph Saba. It feels good not having to fucking stare at a screen. It goes easy on my eyes. Reading is so much better. Toph Saba. Next person to throw anything or say anything gets a boulder straight into the noggin, got it? Now that's more like, I just feel like putting on their voices, you know what I mean? Good thing you listen to her, folks. I was about to bust out Mr. Boomerang Wakapow. That looks like he'll fucking decapitate someone, really, when I think about it. Oh, Mr. Boomerang, so scary. That's a lot. Momo, Momo, little Momo. Momo's gonna get his moment. So what happened? Did you have to do it? You know what? I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love doing this. I didn't think I would, but no, I'm not saying I didn't think I would. I thought it'd be a chore, but I fucking love going back into this world. It feels so fucking good, man. Like, if I wasn't tearing already, I'd be tearing up how good it is to see this family again, man. So what happened? Did you have to do it? Do what? You killed the Fire Lord? No, no, no. So what's going on then? What are we supposed to do now? Katara and I are going to visit the Earth King to try and arrange a meeting. Can you please tell the protesters to go home? We need more time to figure out a solution, Smellerbee. All this shouting will help. The Earth Kingdom has waited for over 100 years to be rid of these Ash Makers. We'll give you 4 days, Avatar Aang. After that, freedom fighters will figure out a solution on our own. Fuck, man. This is getting dark. Honestly, this is... I'm not gonna lie. Kids won't understand how this... how it's relevant. You know what I mean? How it's relevant to adult world. The adult world. The lawmakers, the policy makers, governors. This is... The writing in this, I don't want to disparage, I don't want to be hyperbolic here, but it's seinen writing. Seinen is not just blood, guts, and gore. It's seinen writing within the show. And usually when shows do politics really well, you can say that. You know, Hunter does that somewhat well. FMAB does it exceptionally well. I don't tell you, if you guys love this stuff, watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. You will love it. I don't totally get why you two need to talk to the Earth King. Zuko knows he's wrong, doesn't he? The Fire Nation colonies have got to go. It's complicated, Toph. There are a lot of issues involved. Plus, talking's always good, right? You know what? I want to buy more of these hardbacks. The thing is, because I had to take a different job, because I had to quit my old job, my professional job, and I've had to take a job with much lower pay, disposable income beyond me paying bills and tax and service charges and that kind of thing. It's difficult for me to spare like $50, right? You know, frivolously, you know what I mean? I could, but it's like, you know, I always have expenditure, right? I want to get these. I want to get more of these things, but it's just, difficult, you know what I mean? But it's kind of sad me saying that, because the guy who gifted this to me probably earns nothing, like nothing compared to what I earn, you know what I mean? But when you have to look after a house, pay bills, price rises, food prices rising, bills are rising, it becomes like games I pick my games now, I get, right? Talking is always good, yeah. Yeah, everything's taken a somber tone. Originally his background was sunset, but when it was pointed out to us that this scene takes place at noon, we fixed it. Wow, a lot of iterations this went through. I like that. I wonder what I wonder if they'll show you the storyboarding for this. Sweetie. You know, they're going to keep calling each other sweetie, man. Here comes the sweetie, man. Oh. Sweetie, when we're back there, thank you for not letting me do something I regret. If you ever have to, fulfill your promise, you can't let it happen like that. You have to be calm enough to know you're making the right decision. I'm reading down here. I just hate seeing you get like that, sweetie. Tara, you're giving me the oogies over here. See, they still managed to break a serious moment with comedy. I'm so sick. But I want more for Sokka. I honestly want more for Sokka. I just don't want him to be the comedic guy all the time. I want more for him. I'm so sick of hearing about your stupid oogie, Sokka. I don't even know what that means. I can explain. Give me your hands. She just snorted all over it. No, she licked it. That is so funny. That is so funny. You guys, you fucking guys. That is so funny. I love Toph. We could all hope to have a daughter like Toph. The royal palace, Fire Nation capital. So the Fire Lord has returned. I wonder if he'll have conversation with his sister. The mob outside you, she went nuts. This is not Ty Lee. This is I forgot her name. The mob outside you, Dao is gone. For now, at least it seems like the guy who writes the notes forgot as well. He didn't have anything to say. Now the Fire Nation citizens there are safe. You left without saying anything to me. I had to figure out where you were from official edicts. Your soldiers posted around the capital. Fuck. You're doing it again, Zuko. If you're having problems, you're supposed to talk to me. I'm your girlfriend. Make her the wife then. The fact that you ain't the wife means you ain't for him. You're right, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I just don't buy these two together. I somewhat buy them in an old-fashioned sort of way, but I don't buy them together. You've been having trouble sleeping. How? Have you looked in the mirror lately? What do you mean? You sleep next to him. She should know that. That looks very tender. And look at his eyes. Look at his fucking eyes, man. Poor bastard. Look at him, man. Look at the stress on the way. This is why I love this character. He's depressed like me, man. He's depressed. He's had sleep problems as well. Pressure, anxiety, worrying about people. I'm not saying I'm a prince. I'm just saying, like, fuck me, man, this guy. I love this guy. Look at him. With Avatar Cam. Live reading with Avatar Cam. Your bodyguards are a bunch of incompetent idiots. You're the Fire Lord now. You need real security. Alright, chill out, man. He was defending his gun. Oh, the Kyoshi warriors, eh? So I asked some friends to come help. Nice. Is that Ty Lee as a Kyoshi? That's not Ty Lee, is it? That is Ty... Is it? Is Suki and Ty Lee? Gasp. Maybe I missed something. Maybe at the end of things she goes, I'm going to go off to Kyoshi. Honest to goodness, there hasn't been a peep. Do you hear anything? No, Zuko. It's been quiet all night. Did Ty Lee join the Kyoshi? That's great, man. That's a perfect fit with her acrobatics. Guardswoman, you mean? Let me show you. Rather than fucking talk about it, let me show you. The fan. Maybe not. Maybe it's someone I'm missing. Her, with the fan on the bottom right. The zoom ain't so great, but you can probably tell. And her. That looks like Ty Lee. Poor bastard, man. He still can't sleep, even with fucking bodyguards. Don't send a woman to do a man's job. Sorry. Do you hear anything? No, Zuko. It's been quiet all night. Honest to goodness, there hasn't been a peep. Guardswoman, you mean? I'm sorry, it's not that I don't trust you. I know the Kyoshi warriors are the best guardsmen in the world. Go back to sleep. You have to at least try. No, I'm going to get a drink of water, man. Sleeplessness is not something to be scoffed at. Sleep is not for the weak, man. Like, you need to sleep. Do you need someone to escort you? I'll be fine. The walk will do me some good. Where's he going? Where's Iroh, man? Where the fuck is Iroh? I'm just thinking, like, where's Iroh? Maybe they're building him up for something. Oh, he's revisiting his dad. You know what I mean? As much as your dad is scum, you got your mother on your mind. We wanted the meeting between Zuko and Ozai to feel quiet, so we avoided complicated layouts. You know what? You need to see what they're referring to. It's just very somber, honestly. It's very somber. And the color is very nice as well. Very somber. Yeah, this will help me sync up because I can just make my audio overlap and then cut the audio. Man, it's gonna be a nightmare to edit. I should have noted down the timestamps. Fuck it. It's gonna take a while to come out, guys, but I hope you appreciate it. Not too long. If I can get this down to an hour, we're at the end now. Love it. It's perfect length, about an hour. Hour per part. Nice. Promise part 1. Okay, here we go. It's just imagery. He's actually having the tea. I need your advice. Fuck me. He bent the knee. He did it. Pours the tea. Puts it down. Let's have a cup of tea. Ozai. I hope this doesn't get Ozai into his head, man. And there, some artwork there. There we go. This has been, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. This has been so great. It's so well written. It's in keeping with the show. It harkens back to the show. Makes the references. It feels like a natural, organic progression for these characters. There was a 1 year time skip, fair enough, but maybe we had to. For there to be enough context for the drama that was going on. You just can't have, oh, drama tomorrow. It needs to have had a time to reach a boiling point, which is why the stakes have risen, the drama's risen. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Wow, man, this feels like such a... Why isn't this an animated? Michael Dante DiMartino, fam. Put this into that Netflix show. Get this shit into that Netflix show. For me, do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Part 1 of The Promise, 9 out of 10. Instant 9 out of 10. It had sign and writing. It had allegories to things that I'm familiar with in the real world. I was very political, very active back in before 2010. I love politics. Like I don't like politics, but I'm fascinated by it. But international politics, mainly, not our own shitty Brexit, UK bullshit, two-party paradigm, blah 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 blah. And plus, I don't look anachronistically at history. I know how tough it was for people back in the day. I know how tough it was. I know that people got married young. You know, I know kings married many wives and this kind of thing. I don't judge them. It was their time. It was their time. Everyone was doing it. Not to say it's right or wrong by today's standards, but we weren't there, man. We weren't there, man. We weren't there, man. But yeah, thank you guys. This seems to be the end of part 1. I'm pretty sure. Yup. And oh wow, that's a great start too. I don't want to spoil it for myself. But yeah, that was part 1. There's 3 parts in this book. It's very thick. It's a nice meaty amount. You didn't get just a half an hour thing. It's like a nice meaty comic in each part. This is the whole of the Promise arc, which seems like it will give me the answers, the mother stuff, everything I want. It's going to give me just this arc. I don't know how the later arcs go. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys appreciate it. Watching along with me. I'm going to premiere these. I'm going to premiere these like that. You know, I'm just going to say the same sort of thumbnails, that kind of thing. But thank you guys for watching. And I'll try. I can't promise. It takes an hour of my time. You know what I mean? Plus my eyes. Some days I feel good, bad. It's going to heal. I'll try and bring these out as frequently as I can. But an hour is long enough for you guys to digest everything I read. Read along with me. I got my avatar cam in there and all that good shit. So, you know, I was just able to draw attention to things that stuck out at me. I didn't have to just fill it with footage. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, subscribe. There's more to go in this. So, I gave you my thoughts. I can't wait to finish this. Peace out, guys.